Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and welcome to my channel. Today we're investigating the Emily in Paris collection, supposedly dropping sometime this month at Bath & Body Works. This is going to be a 50+ product collection, including both body care and home fragrance, with 4 fragrances coming out to really boost this collection. We're gonna get right on into these scent profiles and really the drama surrounding this drop right now. Before we do so, I wanted to take a moment and thank you all for all of your support on my channel. We have hit over 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to me. I literally woke up to that and called my mom. I was like crying. I'm just so excited and so happy with the environment and the community that I built. Very positive, very uplifting, and we're just really sharing our love of body care on here. So thank you all so much. I would not be able to be here without y'all's support. So I wanted to say thank you, and without further ado, we have an investigation on our hands, so let's get right on into it. Now, this collection is supposed to be a 50+ very expansive collection, originally announced in late September 30th to be exact, but the promo for this has been quite minimal, which is interesting because it's supposed to be so big. This collection is going to feature 4 fragrances: Champagne in Paris, Paris Amour, Lavender Luxe, and Macaron Cloud. Here's sort of a visual of what it's going to kind of look like overall and some of the promo pictures. Now, immediately off the bat, Paris Amour is going to be a re-release. This scent originally debuted back in 2011, and this one has scent notes of French tulips, apple blossoms, and sparkling pink champagne. All the information for these scents I am getting off a Bath & Body Works article, which I'll leave in the description box down below. This is a very nice scent. I think it's comparable to Beautiful Day, especially with that apple blossom. What's unique about this scent is that the interaction of the tulips with the pink champagne really sort of make it a mature, sort of older sister version of the Beautiful Day fragrance. So I really like this scent. I had this back when it was, paint cap. I think it had like a blue Eiffel Tower on it. I'll put a picture up here. Back when I was using Country Chic, and I think it was Velvet Sugar or Red Velvet Sugar. Those were the days. Bath & Body Works was at such a good time during that phase. But I really enjoy this scent. It's very nostalgic for me, and I'm very excited about its release. In terms of the packaging, I really like the packaging. I believe I will have the shower gel pulled up, so I think it's red and black, if I'm going to put that one on the screen. But I really like sort of the drawing style on the bottle. I think that's very unique. I think it's very almost old school Bath & Body Works. It reminds me of, I think it was like P.S. I Love You, which is from, I'm honestly scared to tell you how long ago that was, but I just really like the packaging on it. I think it's so on theme. I love the colors. I love the boldness. I haven't personally watched the show, but I feel like the show is really about a lot of fashion, just from the article that I quickly read. So I feel like this really plays into that whole show theme, and it all looks very cohesive overall. So really love the shower gel packaging, love the drawing on it, and very excited for this one to release. Now, this is where we get into the investigation. Now, the 3 other scents are supposedly Champagne in Paris, Lavender Luxe, and Macaron Cloud. What's interesting is that the only one that is a brand new fragrance is Champagne in Paris. On the website, it says Champagne in Paris, a brand new fragrance. Both Lavender Luxe and Macaron Cloud say nothing about it being a brand new fragrance, leading me to believe that those 2 might be repackages. I'm not sure why you wouldn't specify it as a brand new fragrance to sort of kind of like hype it up a little bit. So for me personally, I think those might be repackages. But let's start with Champagne in Paris, which is brand new. This one has scent notes of Champagne Spritz, Elderberry Fizz, and Lily of the Valley. Now, the Champagne Spritz and the Elderberry Fizz remind me of Champagne Toast, which has obviously the champagne and then that berry note. The Lily of the Valley is what differs from Champagne Toast is Juicy Nectarine, I believe. So very interested to see how a scent like Lily of the Valley interacts with both the berry and the champagne. If you're unfamiliar with Lily of the Valley, it is a kind of soft, sweet floral. Basically, it's what gives a fragrance. It's almost like springtime essence. It is featured in Moonlight Path and Brightest Blooms, if you have smelled those scents before. It's also commonly associated with jasmine, and Lily of the Valley is not the only sort of scent. Champagne in Paris is not the only scent that Lily of the Valley is featured in. It's featured in more than one, which I also think is interesting. So very excited for Champagne in Paris. In terms of the packaging of this, I'm a little bit confused about the rose. On the website, it says the rose icon on the packaging is a nod to one of Emily's iconic costumes from the series' newest season. But my thing is, if it has a rose on there, I'm thinking that there's rose in the fragrance. And there's not rose in the fragrance. So the packaging in terms of including that rose Not a big fan of. I do like the hot pink. I do like almost like the newspaper vibe of the body cream is what I'm looking at. So I enjoy the packaging. I like the black lid. I think that looks nice, but the whole like rose thing, I feel like if you're going to put a rose on the bottle, like the Macaron Cloud one has macarons on the bottle, I feel like that's a little bit misleading. So not too thrilled about the packaging, but again, it's what matters, what's on the inside, not what's on the outside. Moving on to Lavender Luxe and Macaron Cloud. Now these, again, say nothing about it being a brand new fragrance, leading me to believe that these are repackages. Lavender Luxe is a really pretty lavender color. I love it. I love the writing on it. I'm looking at the Fine Fragrance Mist now. Love the gold. I love like the little white drawing again. I'm really into like drawing and handwriting. I don't know. I think it invokes like that 2016 in me where I'm like, this was the peak of everything. You know, you go to Bath and Body Works and you go to Charming Charlie's, and your infinity scarf, like the best days. But yeah, I'm just, you know, I love the packaging on this, very nostalgic for me. In terms of what's inside the bottle, this one has scent notes. It says the notes of Lavender Provence. I'm assuming lavender. I don't speak French, clearly. Flirtatious jasmine and vanilla crush make up Lavender Luxe. What's interesting about this was immediately my mind went to French lavender and honey. Now, a great website and a great resource to use when comparing fragrances is the website called Base Notes. I'll leave the direct link to the French lavender and honey scent down below. This really allows you to look at a fragrance from the head, the heart, and the base. That's how Base Notes breaks it up, and it also makes it really easy to compare the fragrances. So the French lavender and honey, which debuted in 2014, has head fragrances of mandarin, melon, blackberry, and violet leaf, and heart fragrances of French lavender, jasmine, lily of the valley, and nectarine. Now, it also has some base notes of honey, white oak, musk. But what's interesting is that the heart fragrance says French lavender, jasmine, lily of the valley. And what does Lavender Luxe say? It says the lavender, jasmine, and vanilla crush. Similar? I think so. So very interesting about that fragrance. Also very interesting, it does not say it's a brand new fragrance. I like the packaging, but if it is French lavender and honey, wasn't a big fan of French lavender and honey, so I probably won't be a big fan of this one. Moving on to the last fragrance, Macaron Cloud. Just looking at the, I think it's the body cream. Yep, the body cream here. I love that pastel mint. That is so 2016 to me. I mean, mint nails were like the thing. Love the Macaron packaging. Love how it says Bonjour down the side with the black dots and like the little handwriting. The packaging for me is a like 10 out of 10. Love it. Very on theme. I get what they were going for. I see the direct connection to the movie without feeling the need to paste like the character's face on the front, which I really like. I really like how heavily inspired the packaging is. Now, what's on the inside? So Macaron Cloud, it says, features notes of Macaron Delight, Parisian spun sugar, and pink berries. What did that remind me of, you ask? Miss Cotton Candy Clouds. This is from the summer semi-annual sale of 2024, so just a couple months ago. And what are the scent notes on this? Spun sugar, pink berries, and whipped vanilla. I think that this and the Macaron Cloud might be very similar, especially because it has spun sugar and pink berries, and this has spun sugar and pink berries. It's just missing the Parisian in front of it. Now, the Macaron Delight makes me think this is a bakery scent. It's sweet, which Cotton Candy Clouds, if you've ever smelled this before, is kind of that bakery, very sweet scent. So I think there might be some correlation between this scent and Macaron Cloud, also because Macaron Cloud never specifies that it is a brand new fragrance. The other thing that I wanted to look into with this one is, I think it was Peach Prosecco Macaron a couple years ago. However, that fragrance really has a lot of peach in it. It also has the alcohol of the Prosecco, which I did not think was comparable enough to the spun sugar and pink berries. However, Cotton Candy Cloud is literally spun sugar and pink berries. So I thought that was very interesting. Love the packaging of this. In terms of pricing, the sort of range of prices is supposed to be from $1.95 to $36.95. So it's going to include lip care as well as all the way up to candles, which kind of shows you that spread. I'm assuming the body care is going to be comparable to the Bridgerton prices as well as just the general prices. So I would assume that the shower gel and the lotion is going to be either $15.95 or $16.95. I would assume that the body creams and the fine fragrance mist are either going to be at $17.95 or $18.95, just from using the prices that they're usually pricing stuff out, as well as what they priced past collaboration kind of body care as. So that really wraps up the Emily in Paris launch. Very confused as we haven't got any promotion on this, but wanted to get a video sort of out there kind of educating you about what is to come. I'm very interested to see if they will stick with their release date of November. If I had to pick sort of when they'd be doing this. I mean, it's hard to say because for Black Friday, they're going to do their Black Friday like special value bags. So you probably wouldn't want to mix those two during that time. I also think you probably wouldn't want to debut it and then have a body care sale right afterwards so you can get all that discounted. So I'm assuming maybe the last week of November, I think might be a good time. I really don't see a time before that that would be, you know, feasible, unless they did it really mid-November, so almost like 2 weeks from now. Not really sure on the exact release date. We haven't gotten that information yet, but once I find it out, I will keep you guys updated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely had a lot of fun making it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.